Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be covering my Blade Show Everyday Carry for March 2026. Stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, I'm going to be covering my Blade Show Everyday Carry for March 2026. For anybody who doesn't know, has been living in a rock, who doesn't follow me on social media, and if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there and give us a like on this video. We're at Blade Show, Texas in Fort Worth. Now, what you see before is my everyday carry. These are some knives that we acquired at Blade Show that we're going to show off right now. But earlier, when we first arrived, these were actually the first knives we brought in. So we actually had the SharkCub by Demko knives in 20 CV aluminum, all blacked out, deep carry pocket clip. This thing is a little monster. I love this guy. It's absolutely phenomenal. And everybody's been tracking my channel for a long time. Anything made by Cold Steel, Demko is kind of just the GOAT, because when it comes to reliability and performance, there's just second to none. Then, if you have been keeping up with the channel and saw is a $400 knife really better than the $50 knife, you saw the Olive Knives Linta. This is the Linta in LMAX. Now, these knives are a little bit more costly, but for an American-made knife that can actually take a beating, this is one of the best that I've ever been able to use in my entire life. Has the G10 handle scales, deep carry pocket clip, using a crossbar lock with double coil springs, so it's extremely reliable. It's using LMAX steel, and this thing held an absolutely insane edge during our testing, and make sure you guys go check down the video description for that episode. We have some other knives that we have, some new loot that we're going to be showing you guys at the end of the video, but we're going to rapid fire this real quick. So we have my Whetstone Viking pendant from Wazoo Survival Gear. This has my ferro rod and also 80 feet of 80-pound test line of fishing cord. This little spool piece comes from Grim Survival. I'll have a link to the website down in the video description, but I've had this on me literally since 2017. It has not come off. I'm going to go ahead and put it on right now. Then moving forward, I always keep chapstick. One, obviously, high winds, cold weather, chapped lips, but if you need to combine this with some semi-not-so-good tender, this can help extend the life by giving it kind of a petroleum-based coating. Then I have a bracelet that I wear. This one says, "Put on the full armor of God," and it goes over the belt of truth, helmet of salvation, and whatnot. I use this kind of as a daily reminder of kind of keeping my head right. For those who haven't seen where I've been for the past 5 years, we got a video down there too. You can check that out. Then moving on from there, we have my Woolly Mammoth by Outdoor Element. This has a giant ferro rod on it and a bunch of juice. So no matter where I go in the world, any situation I may get into, I can always start a fire. Flying down the list is my Casio G-Shock. I have been wearing this since my 30-day survival challenge with Zachary Fowler. The compass that is on here is for land navigation. This comes from Wazoo Survival Gear. This is kerosene filled, so it actually can handle really super cold temperatures and high elevations. And this has an altimeter, barometer. Next, we're gonna go over my wallet. This is the Chums wallet. I've had these guys for years. I have tons and tons of them. I don't make any puns about the fact that these are cheap, like $10 to $15 wallets, depending on if you get them on sale on Amazon. There's going to be tons of them, whether you like orange, gray, black, green, all the colorways you could ever possibly imagine. But I have cards, cash, IDs, all that stuff in here. But in this back pocket, I like it because you could hold change if you so choose. But I keep a bunch of stuff. So I've got a emergency whistle. This comes from Outdoor Element. They're a Fiberlight fire tender. There's a ferro rod on here, and on the end right here is a little scraper, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this is the carbide scraper right here. It's super freaking sick. This fits right in my wallet, super incognito. And then I have this Trekker pen by Fisher Space Pen. It'll write underwater, grease, upside down, it doesn't matter. But I always have a writing implement on me, especially if I need to mark a tree, paper, land navigation, whatever I need it for. I have my O'Keeffe's chapstick. But when I'm traveling and I gotta be lightweight, I always keep a multi-tool with me. This is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. This is probably the best size for size multi-tool you could ever hope for. It's spring-loaded pliers. Then in addition to that, then you get a full pair of scissors if you gotta do any more delicate task cutting, and you also get a knife. So even if I were to lose all my knives, but I could find my wallet, I have a knife, pliers, and a pair of scissors at the ready at all times. It's really stuffed into my wallet. You could put this on a keychain if you so choose, but I kind of do this with my chapstick, as I showed earlier, and it keeps it nice and chill. I can put a few $100 in here when I'm, obviously doing some shopping at Blade Show for some new content for you guys. But yeah, it is not very unpocket friendly at all. Then obviously the first big obvious elephant in the room is my iPhone. This is the iPhone 17 Pro. This has my Urban Armor Gear phone case. I like it because it's got a stand on it, so I can grip it if I need to. It makes it harder to lose, drop, damage, and it keeps it really safe. But obviously you can use that as a backup emergency flashlight. Obviously I use it for content if you guys don't know. But then A recent addition is I was looking for a pocket Bible because I was keeping a really big chunky boy with me everywhere, but I needed something when I go out into the woods, if I'm going to be, at a convention like this, needed something to kind of keep the Word of God really close to me. And this is a nice pocket Bible. This is the New Testament with Psalms and Proverbs added to it. This is like $6 or $7 on Amazon. If you guys want to link to it to have a really cool pocket Bible, I'll definitely link that if you want. But then last but not least, we're going to go over my knives. So this is the Necronaut by Arcane Design. We actually were invited to the after party after day 1 of Blade Show by Israel from Arcane Designs. It was really, really, really freaking awesome. And they were doing giveaways. And dude, your boy won a knife. And this was the Necronaut, man. This is super cool. This is rocking, this cool offsets on the bolsters with the, the black anodized titanium with the handle scales. Dude, this is freaking nasty. This is rocking Magna Cut steel in a really nice compound grind Tonto blade. It's like, their designs are really, really cool. Most of the stuff from Arcane Design is more of light to medium duty stuff. However, if you're really into the everyday carry scene and you kind of just like innovation and people just kind of pushing the bounds between, utility and artwork, Israel over at Arcane Designs really rocking it. This thing is freaking sick. You'll definitely see this in the pocket in the future. But if you're going for performance, this is an Andrew Demko. This is the AD20i. We picked this up at Blade Show, and yes, I bought this bad boy myself. Mr. Andrew is a freaking awesome supporter of the channel, but with his American-made stuff, we definitely got to support him for the fact that, him and his brother John are actually cranking these out in the factory in Pennsylvania. But this is rocking Nitro X7 steel, which is actually a combination of Nitro V and Nitro B. You can get a super tough steel, really high hardness. You can get a functional HRC level of these guys for 64 Rockwell, which is actually insane without having to worry about brittleness, which is kind of crazy. It's rocking the G10 milled. It kind of feels kind of like those old school Recon 1 handle scales, just a little bit different pattern with that diamond texture. Rocking the Shark Lock, which is one of the strongest strength to ease of use ratio, because you can still have a nice fidget friendly knife, but it's also extremely strong lock that you can depend on. For me, USA made all day, just like the Lenta by Olive Knives. However, so we have a bonus round of some new knives that we guys are going to be seeing on the channel here soon. So in addition to the SharkCub and the Lenta by Olive Knives that we kind of had when we first arrived, now if you guys want to see that we did in fact have these in our pockets, you can go check out Tomas over at Tactical Tavern, Knives Fast. They were doing pocket checks while we're standing in line, so definitely go check them out. They had some really cool, awesome videos, and they kind of were kind enough to feature us on the channel and kind of showing some of the cool stuff that we did bring to Blade Show for day 1. So definitely go check them out. But we stopped at the CJRB booth. We're going to have full coverage episode, so don't worry about that, guys. But I wanted to show this off because it was so freaking cool. This is the Double Tap by CJRB. This is rocking a super huge slab of 3.8-inch blade, drop point, super fat belly of D2 tool steel, giant G10 handle scales. It's actually super comfortable, and they kind of combine the technology of kind of like the Shark Lock and a crossbar lock all in one. And this guy is super strong lockup, super freaking tight, no blade play whatsoever. Now these usually go for like $90, but if you go check out my link down in the video description, I think these are on sale on Amazon for like $67. I don't know if it's a Blade Show sale, but if you guys have never played with this, I can tell you for $67, 1000% worth it. And then we've got this bad boy from Tenable. This is called the Entity. Now this is a plunge lock or a button lock full gravity knife. If you guys like light duty fidget factor, this got you covered. It's got super solid, rock solid lockup, deep carry pocket clip, green anodized. It's using 14C28 and Sandvik steel, which is very popular on the old school Moore knives from way back in the day when they were trying to upgrade their steels from the old stuff they used to rock. And this is a really good budget stainless steel, really good to use. But this is my everyday carry for Blade Show, Texas for March 2026. If you guys enjoyed this rapid fire episode from our hotel room across the street from the convention center, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about is for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.